here today with Bobby J, and we're in Greensboro College.
Yes.
And should I say Mr. Dr. Bobby J?
Not quite yet, but well on my way.
On your way,
Yes.
on your way. But what we're here today to talk about is your first love.
Yes.
Yes, and so just to let people know a little bit that Mr. Bobby J sings,
Yes.
and he's kind of like a neo-soul singer, is that correct?
Neo soul, R&B.
R&B,
Yes.
R&B. How did you start all of this?
Well, I actually started at the age of 4, singing in the church. Of course, the son of a minister and the grandson of a bishop and a deacon. So in church, I spent a lot of my time singing in the choir and as well as solo.
Wow, wow. And so you spend a lot of time, so you pretty much say that your family was kind of like an influence on you in the singing?
Most
or?
definitely, when my mother and her siblings were younger, they had a musical group, Famlettes. And then actually when they grew up and got out of it a little bit, they had children. Of course, they put that same bearing on us without actually forcing it on us because it was like a natural thing. A lot of us came out singing. And some of us came out with the ability to play instruments more so than sing. And mine was actually vocal, all vocal. Yes.
Yeah, and so when you sing, you're kind of, we said you were like a neo-soul singer, so.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I gotta ask you, who are the people who influence you?
Well, the most influential artist that actually influenced me was Donny Hathaway, because we all know that Donny Hathaway was an artist before his time, and with his artistry and his music and his voice and the way that he delivered a song, he internalized it and brought it to an audience that actually was there with him. And as I grew up and I started improving my craft as a singer, I listened to a lot of his recordings as well as looked at some of his live performances, some with Roberta Flack and some, by himself. And the way that he just delivered a song, it became part of what I wanted to do and wanted to be. And before I could do that, I had to actually live the song. And I can tell you that I have lived quite a bit of songs that I've actually sang.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you, like, what is one of the songs that we can give an example that you lived?
Well, one of his last songs, A Song for You, was really, really a pinnacle song for me because I think about my mother with that song because I lost my mother in November of 2012 to uterine cancer. And just to think about the way Donny Hathaway delivered the song, A Song for You, and then his life was abruptly ended from there. But my life wasn't ended by my mom. So I look at that when I deliver that song and just think about what mind frame he was in and what he was feeling and what that person meant to him as he was singing that song. He made it very, very, very real and very, very personal, very, very present. And that's why I say he was a man before his time, an artist before his time. And I take after artists like, Donny Hathaway and other artists, to get the back, Jill Scott and the John Legend, Stevie Wonder, artists, and Aretha Franklin, who can forget, Patti LaBelle, and, different artists like that actually internalize their music and deliver on such a large scale that people know who they are when they hear just a snippet of their voice. And I strive to be that artist that when I take a platform, when I open my mouth, they know who I am.
Wow. You sound so passionate on what you're doing. And if I actually had the pleasure of hearing you sing. And you have such, it's like passion, and it's powerful. It comes out. And I could tell by the people that you've named and everything. Can I ask you this, like, where are the places that you've actually performed, and how did you feel when you were on the stage?
Well, some of the places, and I'll start locally, where my show will be held, My First Love, at Boston's House of Jazz. I've had a chance to do Churchill's, and I've actually traveled outside of North Carolina, Indiana, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Georgia, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and actually in Maryland as well. And I've been on different platforms, whether they were church events or if they were just like first-time artist events. And also at the age of 17, I was featured in the Gospel Music Workshop of America as a new artist when I thought that's the path that I was going to take. But, we all have different destinies. And at that time, that wasn't my destiny. My destiny was to reach far more than just a sector of music. I want to reach people. I want people to hear me. I want to make people feel what I'm feeling. People in all genres of life and genres of music and even nationalities. And by me being a biracial male, I want to reach more than just a demographic. I want to reach people as a whole. And I think that's what, for my music, why I'm so passionate about music and reaching people. Because if I can actually sing a song and deliver it to make you feel something in your personal life situation and bring it to life, then there it is.
That is very, very interesting. And so I have to ask you, you've got a show coming up.
Yes.
Which is called?
My First Love. The number 1 ST. And music is my first love.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming that's the reason why you've actually
Yes.
named the event that way, because it is your first
Oh,
love.
yes.
Because as we mentioned before, you're going to school to be a doctor.
I
You are
am.
practicing as a doctor, but yet you're singing.
Yes.
And this is your first love, and you're
Yes.
expressing yourself.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That really is. And so what do you plan to do after all of this? After that, what's your plan?
Well, we never know what our future and what our fate may hold, but as it stands now, I want to continue in this musical play to reach more people, as well as, pursue my career into being a medical physician. But as it stands now, I'm living in the today, because everything else, as long as you have education, no one can take that from you. But when you have a passion of things, something that can be lost so easily, you don't want to give up so easily on it. So my first love, I plan on doing even more with it, traveling, reaching more people, being on more platforms, having more shows. So although this my first show, debut show, My First Love, I want to continue it on other platforms.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's been a pleasure sitting here talking to you. And before we can go, I have one more question
Yes.
for you. The big chat question of the day.
Yes.
And I'm going to make it really simple.
Yes.
What advice can you give other young men and women who are out there going out for whether it's singing or whatever their passion may be? What advice can you give them to go for their dreams?
My advice to anyone that is actually pursuing or want to pursue anything they want to do, don't listen to what naysayers have to say about you. Go for what you believe in, what you have a passion for. And surround yourself with people that have that same passion as you. And I say that because I've surrounded myself with people like Betty Jackson. You're versatile. it goes by her stage name, but surround yourself with people that believe in you and that you believe in as well. And you can't go wrong. Just go for it. Someone always told me, and I can tag this to Evan Gibson. When you are not doing anything right, you can't expect people to talk too much about you. But when you're doing things on point, for what you believe in and what you're going after, look for all of the haters, look for all of the negativity that comes your way. Because, hey, you're doing what is right for you to get to where you want to be in life. So I say, keep going, keep pushing. You know, you're going to cry sometime. You're going to feel down sometime. But as long as you have those couple people, even that one person that believes in you as much as you believe in what you have, that you are striving for, you will never go wrong. Keep pushing. I am Bobby J, and I'm here on the Big Chat. 2 G's.